The start of a new season always carries with it a bevy of unknowns. But as we saw in qualifying with some early surprises, you never really know what Marbula One is going to throw at you. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Our defending champions, Crazy Cat's Eyes, eliminated in Q1. So will chaos reign here at Tumult Turnpike, or will we see a restoration of the order from last season? I'm betting more toward the former, if it is anything to go by from the running that we have seen. There they are, your starting order in the blocks. It is Origin. First ever pole position in the blocks and ready to go. We'll have to shield off Momo and Starry. Lights are on. And we're rolling to kick off the 2022 season of Marbula One. And Origin's lead is gone by the second turn. Fallen back to third, regrouped to second, now down the backstretch, back up to the front of the field. Origin, perhaps a bit nervous coming out of the gate, lost it to Starry and Momo for a little while, but right now it is only Momo who is keeping pace. Then it's a wide gap back. They're going to be side by side as they come up the conveyor belt for the first time. One lap of 17 is complete. Origin gets off well. Big burst of speed by Starry coming around the outside. Wait, we've got a yellow flag here. Cerulean is stuck but rolling again, so no safety marble needed. That's a nice move there by the Crazy Cat's Eyes Yellow Eye, who was third in the championship last season. Made a couple of spots on that lap, up to 9th. Origin has Dash to contend with now in the melee, and the yellow flag coming back there. Dash got around Momo, as did Arip. Starry Momo slow off the belt. Alpine also goes up into 4th. Momo struggling through the first sector as well. What do we see here? There's Dash, there's Alpine in 3rd place. Through the chicane. Can anybody make some moves? Yes, Minty Flav did on the exit. Now entering the 3rd sector there, Minty Flav gets shouldered to the side onto the curbs by Momo. Origin's lead is over 2 seconds out front. Look at this, 4 marbles abreast as they come off the belt now. Who's going to get the better of him? It's Starry. But immediately some challenges there as we take a look. This nice entry into that dangerous sweeping bank turn. 4 laps in, it is Dash who holds fastest lap. Chasing Origin. Behind Dash, it's Arip, Starry, Shimmer, Clutter, Minty Flav, Bolt, Momo, who fall into 9th place. Alpine, Mallard, who just loses a spot to Yellop, as I say that. Swax, Yellow Eye back in 14th. Mocha, Rapidly, Wuspy, Hazy, Pinky Toe, and Cerulean, who was caught a while back and briefly brought out that local yellow flag. This lead that was over 2 seconds is falling precipitously. Origin can see Dash through nearly every turn, but don't discount Starry either. In the draft of Dash, trying to get a good launch. Arip in the meantime holds 4th and fastest lap for now. 7/10 is gone out of that lead. It's 1.35 for Origin, who has led from start to finish except for the first 2 turns coming off of the starting grid. Starry gets by into 2nd place down that backstretch. That was a nice move. Minty Flav also making some advancements up to 5th. Minty Flav started down there in 8th. Nice move there. Starry battling with Dash. Arip wants a piece of that as well, so does Minty Flav. That battle is going to be one to watch in the ensuing laps. Coming up the conveyor belt, everybody exiting fairly cleanly here. Look at that 3 marble battle into the banking and coming out of it. Nice move down the backstretch there. Was that Clutter from 11th place? Clutter is up to 5th, and another move there. Over under. And they hold station. Starry and Dash are very close together as they come off of the belt. Dash goes around the outside into turn 1 and takes 2nd place. Origin has to keep an eye out for that blue marble, which is making some moves, bumping against the wall here, and is going to get passed by 2. Starry and Clutter get by. Dash trying to hold on here, has moments of greatness, but then loses 2 spots at a single turn. Cerulean's doing a good job of trying to catch up to Pinky Toe on the back of the field. Several other good movers throughout this. We'll try to recap it if we get a chance, but things are moving quickly. Origin from Dash, Starry, Clutter, Alpine, and Arip. Minty Flav gets 2 spots there and moves up into 8th spot, but that gap has once again grown. Origin across the line to the tune of 1.8 seconds. Starry back another full second from there. That was a hard impact into the wall for Origin. coming out of turn number 1. That has kind of been Origin's undoing. If there's a weak spot so far, it has seemed to be turn 1 and the first sector. There we take a look. Out of the chicane down the backstretch. Entering sector 3, Alpine makes a move and gets 5th spot, but has not dispatched of Arup yet. There we see Origin exiting. That lead come down. And look at this nice push from Starry. Goes to the outside and makes the move. Slow off of that corner was Dash, and that speed penalty is carried all the way through the banking. Dash could be in danger of losing more spots if momentum is not recouped. Mocha has fallen to last place. Cerulean makes a nice move there to get by Hazy, our winner from last season. What is Hazy doing down in 19th, although moves to 17th as I say that? There's a good battle with Mallard. Coming up the belt, Yellow Eye has improved in the meantime, up to 7th spot. Now 6th, battling with Alpine. Back and forth they go. Starry and Clutter and Arup have all gotten by Dash in the meantime as we enter the final third of this race. Origin the leader. A bit of a stutter coming onto that belt it looked like, but the gap is 2.3. Clutter, Arup, Dash very close. Will we see them come off the belt? Yes, we do. Dash in front for now. On to the banking. The crowd going crazy behind them. What a view they have. Watching marbles picking up peak speed. Yellow Eye in 5th. There you see. Stalking Dash, the crazy cat's eyes after that poor performance in qualifying, desperate to get back to what they feel is their destined spot on the podium as they were nearly all of last season. That was absolute dominance. Red Eye, the overall champion. Yellow Eye, number 3 in the individual championship. Crazy Cat's Eye, just 2 weekends where they scored 0 points. Put that in comparison, Savage Speeders, who finished 2nd in the championship, had 5 weekends where they amassed 0. That is astounding stuff. As we look at the marbles winding their way through this rocky 3rd sector, that fastest lap still belonging to Dash. But it is a fast and torrid pace being laid down by Origin, who continues to stretch the lead. Starry, Clutter, Dash, Yellow Eye, Arup, Mallard, Alpine, Minty Flav, Wuspy, and Yellup battling for that final spot in the top 10. Then it's Momo, who's fallen well back from that starting spot. Bolt, Shimmer, Rapidly Hazy, Swax, Pinky Toe, Mocha, now Cerulean back in last. Starry trying to put together a battle here with Dash. Once again, these marbles have gone back and forth several times, but Starry gets out of sorts on the banking and loses a position. Clutter gets by, and the Tumult Turnpike crowd is going crazy. Tumult was not chosen to race at Tumult Turnpike. Coach Harmony felt that Clutter was the better option, and that is proving vindicated so far as we enter the final lap. Origin around the banking for one last time. It is going to take a colossal error, but the battle for the podium spots are still on. Big burst of speed here coming from Starry. We're looking at Origin, but who got by? Dash, Clutter, Arup, all in there. Origin will win the race to kick off the 2022 season of Marbula One. Who's going to come second? Oh, it's a big battle across the line, and it is Clutter for the home team. Oh, we're going to need to see a replay of that. 3 or 4 marbles all in there, swinging around that last turn, and Clutter gets P2. For Origin, that is the 2nd gold and 3rd medal in Marbula One, and just the 4th marble who has led every lap in a race in Marbula One history. What a job. Fastest lap goes to Dash, who did not get the podium, but will get a point for that fastest lap for the Turtle Sliders. The O-Rangers celebrate on top of the podium, but it's Balls of Chaos who feel that they have stolen something away in the 11th hour to get that 2nd spot. Arup comes in 3rd to round out the podium as you see the overall standings, both individual and in the team. Well done to the O-Rangers, Balls of Chaos, and Team Primary as we end this first weekend of Marbula One. If that is a taste of the season to come, you are not going to want to miss a single moment Be sure to turn on notifications by tapping that bell next to the subscribe button. Oh yeah, and subscribe while you're at it. Until next time, so long everyone.